There seems to be, well, there is definitely a huge number of Nigerians abroad. People who have either moved abroad before the japada syndrome or after the japada. Somebody did say earlier on that Nigerians have always moved abroad. It's not, the japada is just because of social media. So now, I guess the question is, should people be thinking of going back home?
At what age in their life?
Yeah, well, it depends.
At what? It depends. It depends. Some people just came. Do you want to go back home?
Yeah.
When they go back home and meet nothing because they just left. They must have sold their cars. Some people sell land.
Yeah, to come.
You know.
Yeah.
They sell land. They just cancel everything in their life, and they are willing to live life, start all over again. So going back home, some people might be on their retirement age. Maybe they're retired. Can they go back home? Can you go back home when you've lived your life here and then you don't have friends? You've almost like you wanted to live like nothing to go back home to. So there's some big issues
to be addressed.
You know. And
now you're right. The mindset of a person who wants to come abroad for the active number of years. With one constant.
The decision has been made while they were coming.
Exactly. It's different from somebody who knows that, oh, actually, as I'm living forever.
If you see them going back home when they're going on holiday, they will tie. They will go like somebody walking in central London with a tie and suit when they're on the plane.
Yes.
Then when they get to the airport, they'll be sweating profusely and decide not to even loosen the tie.
Because they want to look Western.
So, and then even if all his hair is grey, with dye it, you think that this guy is a very young guy. But he's in his 70s. He has retired 5 years before, but still unable to go home. He's still going there. He's not even testing the waters.
He's just going there
like a visitor.
Oh, yes.
And then he will be saying, oh, it's too hot. I say, oh, leave him. He's been abroad for a while, so the heat is getting on him. So is that person going home one day?
Maybe not.
Or a very young person that came and then decide that I want to be here for like in the next 10 or 50, in the next 10, 20 years, I'll go back home. It's another category.
Yes.
Or someone that's lived here, born here, and then decide to go home. You can't count all these situations out.
Different scenario.
But what to determine you're going home will always keep you surviving when you go home. Whatever makes you, the day you decide that you want to go home, you will always survive.
Oh, you will start here.
You will survive.
Yes.
You'll be making up your mindset without anybody knowing. Even if you go there at the age of 70.
Yes.
Because when you are going, you're already finding a way to adapt, but nobody knew.
Yes.
So when you now go home, you kill him immediately because it's mindset. But if you think that, oh, there's enough mosquito there, you need to buy generator, you're looking at all the negativities as if where you are the most comfortable human being. You'll be saying, oh, there's rat. If you go to Peckham, they sell rat poison. Father, they sell raid, raid.
Yes.
For mosquito, for cockroach. Some people go to the house, they see cockroach.
In the UK.
Yes. Not only in the UK.
Everywhere.
Remember coming to American movie, you see the guy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
When they wanted to rent the apartment, there was a rat.
In the flat.
In the flat.
That's true. Yes.
So
yeah. For those that are thinking of moving back home, there will always definitely be signs that they will put in place. They will be thinking.
Before.
Yeah, they will put in place before they move back home. Yeah.
Before they move back home. So you don't say you are going to in Sweden now, you want to relocate. It'll be difficult. But you know most people in Africa, before you come from the hinterland, like a village, to come abroad, there's a percentage. They always live in the city before. Or some of them live, even if they are from their own villages, they live in a township. to a certain extent, they are predisposed to kind of modernity in quote. But when they now come here, they'll now, whatever they've known, this side would supersede it. They'll be like, it's like heaven to their mentality. Their thinking is like heaven. Now, when they want to relocate, they don't want to go back to the village they come from.
Yeah.
They will wish that the third road will go with them. They wish like that the police will go with them. They forget that while they were here, there was no burglary proof in their window. They forget all these things. They forget that there's a system that was operating here. But when they now go home, they don't want to reset. Resetting is something that is like you are switching them off. They'll be there for the next 50 years after they leave here. They still put towel in their neck saying, man, it's hot, man. It's too warm. I need cold water. Immediately, when you go back to home, anywhere you are, even if you go from here to Turkey, adjust yourself immediately. Don't be rigid.
Yeah, people become set in their ways.
You can't. That is why we are dynamic as human beings. If you become so rigid and then you try to despise other people's behavior or their society, the norm in society, you want to make it as if you have your own coven in your heart, then you'll be meeting objections.
Yes. Yeah. Meanwhile, this society back home, we all created it.
Unlike here, if you leave everybody in this country to behave the way they want to behave, it will be worse than Africans.
Yes. Yeah.
They will wee on the road. They will vomit. Have you been to central London when on a Saturday night?
It's horrible.
Horrible. You will see human beings defecating, vomiting, excretions everywhere. But what happens? Give them before daybreak, they'll come and clean it up. But we don't have a system that does that. So you can see a dead body in the road in African street for days, months, until somebody come and pick it as a ritual.
Yeah.
Instead of killing somebody, you will now pick it as say thank God.
Free body.
Free body for ritual.
Yes.
You see, so if you want to go back home, you must have a mindset. You must be ready. The way you came, develop yourself. If you are a well-developed person, if you are a well-thoughtful person, that's the same way you will go back to contribute to society, rather than waiting for the government
to do for you.
Even here, the government doing it for you. Do for yourself. You know why?
Yeah.
It's prepaid.
Yes,
you pay already, so that the government will not put rules and regulation for those things to be done. But you think that the government what government will do for you here? You pay council tax to collect your bin. You pay in advance.
Yes.
But in Nigeria, I have somebody Dogo. Dogo will come, they will collect the bin. There's a bucket. This same bucket that is outside, the bin bucket. Is in Nigeria too. You put your bin there, they come and pick it up. There you pay on the spot. But here you pay before service.
There is a difference.
There's a difference. Yes. The same payment you make, but here it's organized. You pay before service. There, you go to a telephone. For instance, in the office in Nigeria, I pay now. It has increased to £11,000 something. Is it 60 gigabyte or so?
For data.
For data for the office. For data.
Okay.
Now, you don't even have warning
that the
data is running low. You finish. You pay, but here you pay in advance. Or they give you a credit, so every month you pay, but you think it's running.
You think it's free.
You think it's free. You still do the same payment because you see that when the date reach here, it'll be giving you warning, then it go off.
Yes. Yeah. You get a drop in service, drop in data, and then it connects back up again.
So here you can afford to go to HP or a telephone provider to give you laptop in the office.
Yes.
If you want 7, they'll give you. You pay small, gradually. But over there, I have to buy all the laptop for every staff. You have to get the office. You do it to how you want it. But here there's a standard of how the office should be before you rent. But then you rent the office, you do the partition the way you want it. So these are 2 examples. So if you want to go back home, you have to think of what are you going to do? What is your mindset? How do you perceive the place you are going? You think it's going to be like this place? Do you think it's going to be like here? Are you calculating how long you live there? Do you know the time that you put in this society? Do you know what it has done to your mental health, your mental alertness? Are you still going to go back to Africa and then behave as if you are from here? Even Europeans, when they go, they are better than us.
Yes, they adapt.
I have I have European clients. I have Lebanese. They have their own restaurant. They can come to your own. They invite you for dinner. You can see that they adapt more than we do. Why? But we come here and stay for 20 years, 10 years. Then we behave as if we are our brain will behave like coconut. Inside become white. Outside is black. It's brown. Then you now say in your country, oh, it's too hot. But you go back, you now see that they are hustlers more than you.
Yes.
You know, if they're not comfortable to some area, they'll just bring escort.
Because they already understand that is the way things work. There.
While your politicians are carrying escort themselves, because they are white within the dot, so they are easily a target.
Yes.
So you don't blame them, but all those perception, it doesn't make them perceive the country to be anything else more than that we are human beings.
Yes,
we are all survivors.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, that's why an Indian man we pray to come to Nigeria and succeed. We are praying to live. A Chinese man even have a shop now in Balogun market. They are surviving there. Why can't we even think, say, okay, what is the problem? The issue that I feel is that we like foreign, anything foreign. Even we smell foreign afar.
We like it when it's abroad.
Yeah, when it's far. When it's far. But is it that you just like it because it's abroad, or you're trying to build your potential or your purpose? Are you trying to build your purpose or your potential, or you just want to come and then be telling everybody that Nigeria, there's kidnappers, there is this, all the negativity, you know?
And when you focus on negativity, more negativity.
You get negativity.
Yes, that's where a lot of people get it wrong.
You get negativity.
They can't see beyond the negativity.
In those days in this England, I remember in council houses, the council is in charge of the lawn mowing. They have painting and decoration department. They come and change your light bulb. They change your door. You have house master. But all of a sudden, the government must have realized that government doesn't have so much interest in business, creating jobs. It's the people that will create jobs, people that will create businesses. The government is to make an enabling environment for business to thrive. But in Africa, we believe that it's the government's duty to create more states. Now there will soon be Jebu state.
Imagine.
You create 36 states for what? Then the local government, my own local government,
Yes.
I think they have over 600 staff.
Okay.
those people, they don't come to work, but when it comes to pay, they work come and collect money. What do? In fact, they even have health department. They have what they call it, all this waste management. They have it too in local government. They have everything that's on paper is recreated up to federal level, just for government to be the most employer. You don't see that. It doesn't happen anywhere. It's the people
that creates
employment. As I am proud now to say, even in Nigeria, I have created an environment to create employment. I don't stay and then think of what the government will be doing for me. I think of how to make money and also create an environment for people to survive. It is a joy where I know everyone cannot be the same, but it's a joy where you can think above the norm. You think, and then what is your contribution? You want to take. You said Nigeria is not good. What about here? You are giving, you are creating, making the society, but obliviously, without you being aware. You do 7 jobs, 8 jobs, 9 jobs. That is what the country wants.
Yeah.
That's what, if you can put this effort people do here, put it back home, the place will be like Dubai.
Yes, the care work. People come here for care work. And I think over the years, I think they ought to start thinking, okay, how can we take this care, probably turn this care work into care business, probably back home, or convert it to something that we can make use of back home. I know, okay, our elderly tend to live with us till, but it looks like even now the elderly are by themselves back home. So if there is a way of converting the experience that people have here in whatever jobs, I think that's my point. Whatever jobs they are doing abroad, when moving back home, if they can convert it to a service that will benefit us or benefit Nigeria, I think it's worth exploring. What do you think?
To explore.
In terms of building, in terms of building, we should all be contributing to building Nigeria rather than leaving it. So now the time that people have spent in diaspora in the West, whatever job, line of sector, what they're doing, if they can transfer those skills that we gained here, take it home, turn it into the various businesses, aside even with or without care.
Okay, it's everywhere in the world. Everybody is oblivious of this fact. Rule of law is key. Rule of law is like the Bible to society. It's like a church. Without the Bible, the church cannot set a standard. If you check, no matter what they must always set a